Now that Thanksgiving is almost here, it's time to start thinking about trampling over people while you do your Black Friday shopping. And what better way to do that than to look for video games? Because they're always on sale. They're like 99% off, tearing shit down like they are in that one South Park episode. Well, in 1998, there was another very awesome game that people were tearing down the shelves for. And no, it wasn't that fucking Furby again. It was another game that was about snow. Well, kind of about snow. Maybe not really. I don't give a shit. I always consider this one about snow. Oh yeah, I might have missed it on that last video. If you didn't see it, oh well, then I guess you're in for a shock. But if you did see it and we're like, there are more games with snow on it than that. Well, fuck you, because here's another one, and I'm sorry, I had to save the best for last, or at least in the snow video things anyways. Whatever, it's my channel, I'll do what I want. Fuck yeah. Metal Gear Solid. This game alone made me look at a whole new way how video games were made. This game was more or less constructed via a movie style versus a standard game which wasn't really made, that didn't seem like a movie. This game could be definitely adapted into a movie, or at least at the time if they used this script. If they were to go script by script, if Hollywood were to take this game apart and go kind of line by line of everything in this game, it would be an amazing movie. But we know that's not how Hollywood works. They are a bunch of fucktards and would fuck it up. But that's beyond the point. My main point is, this game itself was amazing and absolutely blew my fucking mind back in '98 when I finally got my hands on this fucking game. It was insane. This game has inspired me to even name one of my fucking kids after a character of this said game. So this game in itself was just fucking amazing. Everything was great. Well, not everything, but the controls were pretty decent for what they were. They were kind of different than what most games were. The voice acting was phenomenal. Go back and listen to, let's say, Resident Evil 2, or even Resident Evil 1. Or even games that came after this, like let's say Silent Hill that came in '99. Listen to the voice acting quality. The voice acting wasn't the greatest, but when you listen to Metal Gear Solid's voice acting, it sounds precise, it sounds well rehearsed, well articulated. I don't know how else to explain the voice acting in this. It just sounds like it fits perfectly. So this game itself was awesome, and that's just the voice acting. Aside from the weapons, my coolest thing was running around with a fucking cardboard box. That was the fun part of this game. I just loved when the guards would hit the box, or they would be like, huh? What's this box? Huh? And then they'd walk away from it, but if you didn't move and they walked back to it, they'd just get all pissed and kick the box. They'd be like, get out of my way! And then that's when they'd discover you and try to blow you away. So this game had its fun quirks. And so, I mean, it had that. My biggest thing was I tried to go around the game and not kill a single person. I don't know why. It was always felt like a challenge to me. Aside from the bosses, I would actually have 0 kills on the record. That was quite fun, and it's not like I didn't have all the weapons or I did a whole bunch of shit. I just loved taking out the security cameras whenever I could with either the stingers or what have not. Last thing I wanted was an alert. But some of those areas that got like 30 cameras, I would send like the stingers in there. Or not the stingers, the stingers, when you're up on that one ledge or whatnot before you get into that one area where there's like 1,000 cameras that shoot at you. I love taking that and taking them all at once. I think that's pretty cool. So, I mean, this game definitely had a lot of neat quirks and neat little tricks like that. And if you had a dual shot controller, here's the thing. This game is actually going on that PlayStation Classic. What you're going to miss out on here is the big part is when you go to fight Psycho Mantis. If you didn't have a DualShock controller back in the day, I didn't originally have one, but eventually got one, something really cool happens. First off, he actually reads the memory cards, and if you have like any Konami games on there, he comments on it. And he will specifically comment on Castlevania Symphony of the Night. We got rigged on the PS Classic on that. He'll comment on that, and he'll tell you to put your controller on the floor, and he will vibrate it with his mind. Another neat little quirk that they put in there is when you're in a jail cell or whatnot, you're talking to Naomi, and Naomi will be like, put your controller up to your shoulder, and she'll vibrate the controller for like 5 seconds. Little things like that you can't do without the DualShock analog. So yeah, For anybody buying the PS Classic, you're fucked. You're never going to see those. It's going to be in the game, but you're not going to be able to access it anyway. Unless you hack the thing and blah, blah, blah. If you're going to... My whole thing is, if you're going to hack the PS Classic, fuck it. Just don't even bother. Just download the ROM somewhere, buy the game, and just play it that way. That's my advice. But yeah, this game was fucking amazing. And I do mean amazing when this first came out. It's hard to really say much more about this game other than it's got a couple of twists and turns in it. One that I didn't see initially coming. And it was one of the first PlayStation 1 games I actually beat completion. And I love going back, and it definitely has replay values. You can go back and you have the bandana, or you have the stealth camouflage, or you have both, which is always fun. And how you get the bandana is basically finishing the game without Meryl dying. How you get the stealth camouflage is you let Meryl die. And when she dies, like, Otacon is all depressed and shit, and he'll, like, give you his stealth camouflage or some stupid bullshit. Can't remember, but it's basically crap like that. But, I mean, it's fun to go through the game and, like, get not detected, walk into areas you're not supposed to, quote-unquote, be in at the time. So, I mean, this game's just fun to mess around with. I played this game much like I play Grand Theft Auto nowadays. I didn't really care so much about the story. I just kind of wandered around and messed with as much stuff as I could, because almost everything in this game is interactive. You're always wondering what door you can go into, what can you climb under, what can you search for, what little Easter eggs might be hidden, what can you do this. I used to annoy the guards. I would hit them, and then I would go into stealth camouflage, and they wouldn't know where the hell I was, and they couldn't find me. So I would just mess around with stuff like that. This game was technically built for it, and it was amazing. Yeah, so, oh yeah, and back to that whole snow thing. This game is a totally game that reminds me of fucking snow. Are you kidding me? Half this game takes place in fucking Alaska. You have a tank battle outside in a fucking blizzard. So, yeah, this is my snow video that I hyped up. But if you're telling me that you did not want this game in '98, you needed your head meat examined. I'm sorry. But this game is totally worth it. If you've never played the game, you need to at least play through it once to kind of understand why people went fucking apeshit over it. And B, if you haven't played it in a long time, give it another go. You might be surprised. You might find something new. But overall, you'll definitely fucking enjoy this game.